There is a common assumption that strength simply declines in a straight line as people get older, and that after a certain point, there is very little that can be done about it. And while it is true that the body changes with age and recovery is now different, and certain things require more attention than they used to, that does not mean that strength disappears. Because what really changes is how you approach it. Earlier in life, we all can rely more on capacity, meaning we can do more, recover more quickly, and tolerate a certain amount of inconsistency without immediately seeing the consequences. But as we get older, that margin becomes so much smaller. And what begins to matter more is not how much you can do at any one time, but how consistently you are able to train, recover, and repeat that process over time. So, what has changed for me is not the importance of strength. Strength has always been very important, but the level of intention it requires. Because now, as the margin narrows, I have to be more deliberate about how I train, how often I train, and how well I recover. And when those pieces are in place, my body, and so will yours, will continue to respond in a way that is meaningful, even if it does not look the same as it did years ago. What I have seen, both in my own training and in working with others, is that the issue is usually not that people are doing the wrong exercises, but at some point, they stop asking their bodies to do anything at all. And over time, the body adapts to that just as reliably as it adapts to training, because it responds not only to stress, but also to the absence of it. And that is where a lot of the decline people experience really begins to accelerate. When appropriate challenge is reintroduced and done consistently with attention to recovery, the body does begin to shift again. And I have seen that repeatedly, not in a way that is dramatic or immediate, but in a way that is steady and real. And that shows up not only in strength, but in how people feel, how they move, and how they function on a daily basis. So, when we talk about aging, I think it's important to be accurate, because there are changes that are unavoidable. But there are also adaptations that are still available, and strength is one of them, provided that you are willing to approach it differently and to remain engaged with the process over time, because the body will continue to respond to what you consistently ask of it, even now.